So, I just got back from the movie theater last night, and I finally get to see It Chapter 2. And, well, how can I put it? It was a bit disappointing. So, It Chapter 1. Wow. It Chapter 1. How can I go through it? Well, be warned that before I talk more about the story and other things that I did and I didn't really like in the movie, be warned that there are going to be some spoilers from It Chapter 2. So, spoiler from It Chapter 2. If you have not seen It Chapter 2, I would fully recommend you go see it before watching this review. But if you're already caught up, or if you don't care about spoilers, then feel free to stay in the video then for the review, because we're going to review It Chapter 2 anyways. The first It movie, the poster right here. The first It movie was pretty amazing, and it was supposed to be one of the best horror movies ever made of 2017. I even did a 2017 video about that, but then I deleted it, making like my top 10 favorite movies of 2017, and I even put this to be in one of my lists of one of my favorite movies of 2017, and it was like pretty great to say the least. And then we got It Chapter 2. And I know it was a little bit late, but yeah, here we are. And then we got It Chapter 2. Now, It Chapter 2, is it good or is it bad? Well, let's talk about the plot. So basically, the story takes place several years after the events of the first It movie. After the events of the first It movie, where the kids are now fully grown up, and, well, they're not in school anymore and anything. Some of them are married, some are going very well, and some are not. But then they have to go back. To Derry because the clown Pennywise has returned, and now it's up to them to permanently defeat Pennywise. Now the plot, it's a bit promising, but at the same time, it's just pretty disappointing to say the least. This is kind of like Avengers Endgame, but it's a bit pretty disappointing. But unlike Dark Phoenix, which Dark Phoenix was kind of like Avengers Endgame, but being the final conclusion to the X-Men movie franchise, it's just, well, pretty bad. So bad that it's bad, to say the least. Yeah, so bad that it's bad. But for this film, it's kind of disappointing that it's not good or great. Well, I do pretty much enjoy it, though. But in some points, these subplots basically are a bit too long. But yeah. Anyways, the movie overall was, well, let's talk about the good part. Let's talk about the bad parts first. So the bad parts that I have for this movie is that, well, the flashbacks pretty much basically like kids are going to the flashback, but at the same time, I do like the flashbacks. The flashbacks are pretty good. Well, there are some that are kind of a bit repetitive, and some that I do not understand. Like, for example, when the kid was going to the same medical store that he did in the first It movie, like, did his mom die from that, or did his mom actually die from cancer? Was that his real mom, or was that just an illusion? Because we know Pennywise's tricks are basically illusions. That's basically what they are. But did his mom actually die? Did his mom actually got kidnapped by Pennywise and tortured by Pennywise, or was this just an illusion? It's kind of confusing to me. Yeah. But anyways, the acting. What else? The acting overall is pretty good at this point. Like, we got Bill Hader, Jessica Chastain, as I remember that she was the main villain. She was like the co-main villain in X-Men Dark Phoenix, and now she gets to play the girl. I think her name is Bethany or Beverly. I'm not sure, because I'm sorry guys, I'm just kind of a little mixed up here. And it was kind of confusing about which kid was which, as my dad said it when he first saw the movie. That's because, you know, It Chapter 1. But, it's been kind of a bit of a long time since I saw It Chapter 1. But, yeah, anyways, the the illusion scenes, the jump scare, the CGI is pretty amazing. Although the CGI is pretty cartoonish, there are some flaws with the CGI, but the CGI is really amazing. And basically, another of the illusion scenes, well, another confusing of the illusion scenes that I'm having problems with is that was the kid that Pennywise ate when James McAvoy's character was going when the kid that is the leader of the loser club was going in and he was trying to save the kid, but the kid was trying to save the kid because he didn't want him to end up like Georgie and he didn't want to get eaten by Pennywise, but then Pennywise ate him and it was already too late. Yeah, was it real or was it fake? I heard that it might be real or fake. It could be real or something like that. It probably is real. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, anyways, Sam explained about this, and Sam explained about only that he can like fear. Well, he's fearing adults in this movie. The kids are now adults, but yeah, he's still getting revenge on them. But is Sam explaining if adults could see the It clown, if they can see Pennywise or not? Well, some adults could see him, but the mom in the movie where the guy was going to the same medical store, just like in the first It movie, and he saw his mom in like that place, but I think it was just an illusion or something like that. I'm not sure. This is probably just an illusion. And speaking of which, in It Chapter 2, the bully from the first It Chapter 1, the bully from It Chapter 1, yeah, well, he was kind of a waste. I mean, I did like how it explained about how he survived. Like, he survived from, like, the water, and then he got out of the water, and then he went back home, and he went back home where he killed his dad, who was a cop. And, well, later after that, the cops arrested him for the murder of that cop, or whoever that guy is. Whoever the dad's name was. I don't remember the dad's name in the movie. It's never explained about. I think it was explained, but I cannot remember the cop's name. But anyways, after that, he was sent into a mental asylum, and he's been there like since he's like 50 or something like that. And then he starts to see the red balloon, over here, right there. And after when he saw that, a zombie version of his friend came there. I don't know if that is an illusion or not, I don't know if that's real or if that's just an illusion. It's never explained, because that also kind of confused me as well. But anyways, It Chapter 2 overall, it was kind of a bit pretty disappointing. The story seems a bit promising, but then it's like where characters are splitting up, and they said that they gotta stick together, but no, they just did not. And they made a vow to get ready and defeat Pennywise, but they broke their promise anyways, and not sure. It's just kind of keeping lazy, if you ask me. But kind of like the flashbacks of It Chapter 2, and basically, yeah, I kind of like the flashbacks overall. The flashbacks are really amazing. Overall, It Chapter 2 was disappointing at best, to say the least. Although it's not the best sequel, of course, and it's not like it's not like good as the first movie, but I think it's pretty good. It's kind of one of the best horror movies of 2019, along with like the Child's Play remake and Brightburn. So I gave It Chapter 2 like 3 stars. And yeah, that's basically just it. Overall 3 stars. Not that bad, but I still kind of like it at best. So that's basically It Chapter 2. What you guys think about it? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, subscribe for some more videos coming out soon.